Hi, my name is Tasha Parikh, and I am going to be doing debate number 5, Side A. Despite some setbacks, the United Nations continues to be an effective world tool to combat political violence and protect human rights across the world. The role of the UN, as defined by their own charter, is broadly to maintain international peace and security, to protect human rights, to deliver humanitarian aid, to promote sustainable development, and to uphold international law. The UN was founded following World War II to help the world recover from the devastating aftermath of the war and rebuild international peace. Since its inception in 1945, the UN has worked with world governments, international agencies, and nonprofits to help achieve their charter goals. Although some criticisms of the UN have merit, as it is not a perfect organization and often deals with complex global issues that have just as complicated solutions, the UN has remained true to their charter goals and have continued to be a useful force against political violence around the world. Several of the UN Charter goals are achieved through their adoption of and work towards achieving the Millennium Development Goals, and currently the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. These sets of goals create specific ideas of what is most important internationally in the coming years, and serves to be a tool to keep the UN accountable as they budget resources and time toward achieving them. The Sustainable Development Goals are set to be achieved by 2030 and are as follows. End poverty in all its forms everywhere. End hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth. Full and productive employment and decent work for all. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. Reduce inequality within and among countries. Make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. Provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. While it may be remiss to go through all of these in detail, I believe it is important to recognize which of the charter goals the SDGs fall under and work toward achieving. With a strong emphasis on the eradication of hunger and poverty and increased access of equal education opportunities, we can see how these goals will help serve the purpose of protecting human rights and delivering humanitarian aid. Both of these play important roles in helping to stabilize communities and empower individuals to demand more from their local governments. In turn, this allows for the UN's continued maintenance of peace locally and internationally. While the nature of the SDGs is to be broad and encompassing, it is important for the UN to continue its work in setting a standard for what should be expected from the international community as we move forward. A common criticism of the UN is the increase in budget since its inception. However, the increase has been essential on taking on new goals and objectives to help maintain their necessity in the international community. The UN's role has not diminished over time. Instead, they have expanded by taking on new responsibilities as they continue to be a source of aid and support for many local and international agencies that work on the issues of equality, sustainability, education, and poverty eradication in novel ways. Because of these reasons and the continued support of the UN by international governments, we see that the UN has remained effective in their role as a world tool to protect and promote human rights internationally.